My friends, Covent Garden. Before I got in the wine business, I spent almost 30 years in .coms. Well, many years ago, I expanded my company so much that we actually went off to London, England, and opened up our operations there in the online space, in the internet advertising and marketing space. It was a lot of fun. That expansion of my company ended up bringing about one of the most difficult tragedies of my life. You see, when I expanded my company into London, England, into the Covent Garden area where we lived, I was at over 90 Longacre, right there in the heart of Covent Garden Square. Beautiful theater town, gorgeous place. People I'd hired saw my technology, what we had created, what we had done. Literally, every single person in that office copied my technology and took it someplace else. So immediately I had to go to England, bring a team to England, go to court in England, and sue each of my former employees. We won the lawsuit against our employees. We got our technology back. I then moved to London, England, and my children and my wife and I had a home literally in Covent Garden. And we spent years there building the company before we were successfully able to release it and sell it to another organization. So when you take bad times and turn them into good, they matter. Those moments matter. They shape who you are and they shape who you're to become. I wanted to remember things that mattered, and that came into this beautiful bottle. So Covent Garden is a 100% Malbec wine. And on the front of Covent Garden, every single one of these bottles, and there's several ones, every year the bottle for Covent Garden will change. And the cover changes into a picture, if you will, of a band. Because in Covent Garden, I remember as if it was yesterday. My amazing, beautiful young daughter, Kayla, dancing around at a very young age, just a few years old, in front of all these artists and these musicians, and they were singing and dancing right in the square of Covent Garden. And that made me just smile. So I had to keep that moment together. I had to make a wine that brought tragic moments and made them matter. That's why every bottle of Covent Garden will have a band on the front, a musician on the front, to commemorate how beautiful and amazing my daughter, Kayla, really and truly is. So let's taste it. Let's make sure that you understand exactly why I love this wine. So if you like a dark fruit of a wine, one you can pair with a delightful, beautiful, big, giant steak, then you're gonna fall in love with Covent Garden. It's 100% Malbec, nothing else added to it. A lot of wines you make, of course, are blends, but when you fall in love with this one, you fall in love with a moment that just makes your socks come off in a couple of seconds. Beautiful, gorgeous dark fruit, blackberry, boysenberries, nice white pepper on the finish. Kind of a stewed plum, if you will, on the nose. So Covent Garden, it's named after a moment where I almost lost it all. And to make that truly work, I literally went to court and asked the city of Covent Garden if I could have the rights to use that name. And I was granted the exclusive and only right to call a wine Covent Garden, because that tragic moment, it means something. My friends, Covent Garden, a wine to always be cherished and appreciated. Cheers.